Convention, the MTIIC held their final seminar for the general public, titled Understanding the Supply Chain Within the Local, Regional and International Context. This seminar was developed by the Maritime Industry Development Committee and featured guest speakers from both the private sector and academia. Topics featured on regional advancements within the maritime trade, and the importance of maximizing customer value and global marketplace competitiveness through the development and management of efficient supply chains.
Typically, supply chain management will attempt to centrally control or link the production, shipment and distribution of a product. Very importantly, supply chain management is based on the idea that everything that comes to the market results from the efforts of various organizations called the supply chain.
The deepening of the CARICOM single market will usher in increased freedom and movement of labor and capital within the region, and with that, trade and cargo movement. So what are we proposing? To create a reliable, high integrity, safe inter-island containerized LCL cargo service. And this isn't something that Tropical is proposing, this is something that we want for all of the carriers by working with the ports.
How should we respond? How should Trinidadians and Tobagoans respond? Okay, from the perspective of low-hanging fruit, one of the areas that we can work on is more efficient management. More efficient management of the ports, more efficient management in the regulatory bodies, more efficient management even in the private sector.
One thing that Trinidad and Tobago is blessed with is that you guys are hooked up with probably one of the most efficient and effective and cost-effective modes of transportation, which is the maritime industry. The fact that you guys are an island basically makes Trinidad able to enjoy that benefit. If you think about it, and this was expressed very well by this Norwegian guy that was a citizen of Bahamas, most of the development in the countries happens around in the coastal areas of the countries. So the fact that you guys are in an island and any given point in the island is not more than a certain number of miles from a port or the ocean, it should bring some kind of a competitive advantage into the future.
After the seminar, stakeholders shared their own views and queries on a number of matters expressed during the presentation.
The major factor is cost. The port tariffs throughout the Caribbean are structured around the movement of full container loads. And they do not accommodate pallet loads of cargo. And without an adjustment in the port's tariffs, we cannot offer a viable LCL container service into the Caribbean. So now that the ports are making that change, we will definitely, you'll see more consistent services offered throughout the region.
In terms of the seminar this afternoon, it was one of the better organized and better presented seminars. We found the information that was presented was up to date. I mean, we hear a lot of this information at the various seminars that you go to. You hear a lot about the Panama Canal and its expansion. It was good to get an update at this point in time and to bring it back to our own local context in terms of how the canal's expansion could impact on our own trade and our own infrastructure and the need for development of further infrastructure for Trinidad and Tobago.